Ayun.
Yeah.
Live na ba talaga? StreamYard lost access. Did we? Did we? Sandali. The Anna, check out. Mahar, are you there? Could you tell us if we are live? If you can see us?
Think we
Mahar,
are.
sabihin mo na kung live na kami dahil ano to? Wala kasi may punctuation sa Sa
Yeah,
Oh,
yes.
okay, we are live. There you go. Eto na. Nagkakanda technical difficulties. Hindi tuloy tayo nag-usap ng konti. At least man lang warm things up. But anyway, we got Marv and EJ will be coming later, right?
Yes.
Sige. Sige. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the second episode of Flip Chat and Chill 2020, where we gather a bunch of people to talk about the ins, the outs, the ups and downs, the good, the bad, and the beautiful, beautiful people of freelancing. Right now, ang topic natin is, Noe, what's our topic for today?
Ano ba? Ano yan? Hindi ko mabasa eh. Wait lang ah. Basta it's all about what freelancers should know about taxes in 2020. So ayun.
There you go. Whatever Pinoy freelancer should know about taxes in 2020. Now, sino man sa inyo ang hindi nagbabayad ng taxes, I think you should also be aware of this para kung sakasakali na feeling generous kayo at gusto niyong mag-start na magbayad ng taxes, there are pros and cons of doing so. I think that you should also view and give us any questions that you got. We got experts here. We got Mr. Marv De Leon. Say hi to everybody, Marv.
Hey guys, good afternoon. Thank you again for having me. This is my second time here sa Flip Chat and Chill. Thanks for inviting me. So I'm Marv. Should I introduce myself now?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm Marv from Freelance Blend. So you may have heard of me before. Yeah, I was here, and I'm also part of the community, and I've been joining your events as well. So Freelance Blend is first and foremost a podcast for freelancers, and it's also a community for freelancers. At the same time, as a freelancer, I'm also with Taxumo. So Taxumo is an online tax filing and payment service. It's a Filipino-owned company, a startup by EJ Arboleda and Ginger Arboleda. EJ will be joining us later. He's our CEO. So what I do for Taxumo is I'm the growth manager. I help with basically marketing, helping the user base grow, and basically allowing the more Filipinos to learn about how a service like Taxumo can help them. Because since we're a service as a software as a service company, we're a website, so we're basically we help Filipinos nationwide. So I know yung mga flippers natin are based from Luzon to down to Mindanao. And yeah, so that's me. And just a disclaimer, I'm not an accountant, I'm not a lawyer, but I know a little something about taxes because before joining Taxumo, I was already using the software as a freelancer nga. I use Taxumo to pay my taxes. And yung point of view ko will be coming from a freelancer, which I think is good as well. So, but yeah, we can talk about the basics later for if you have questions, and we'll try our best to answer.
Yeah, that's very nice. Thank you very much, Marv, and I'm glad to have you here again. Itong mga audiences natin, I think, we have grown, so a lot of them don't know you for now. So it's nice to introduce you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about taxes. Pag minsan masakit sa ulo natin, masakit din sa bulsa natin, but sometimes we really have to pay our dues to our country. And speaking of which, paying our dues to our country, we also want you to everybody to help out in any which way we can. Right now, our country is suffering, especially the people near Taal, and marami sa inyo ang mga nag-express who want to help, and that is good. Thank you very much for expressing that, and we will do some procedures about that. May nasabi na ano what do you call this? Here you go. Pa-mention na rin briefly about sa gagawin natin pagtulong sa mga apektado ng Taal volcano eruption. Wait lang nila, kamo. Sabi ni Anna. Right. So there you go. And at the same time, since we are in the second episode of 2020, we also want to give away some stuff. Si Mahar, meron siyang pa-contest pala. Mahar, ba't hindi ka man lang nagsasabi? How about you come here in our session at maki-announce ka rin ng winner. Let's talk about that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's something that we're going to look forward to in this episode. Meanwhile, let's greet our viewers. Take it away, Noe.
Yes. Hello, guys.
Also want to give away some stuff. Si Mahar, meron siyang pa-contest. Okay. Noe?
May delay yata.
Here in our session at maki-announce ka rin ng winner. Let's talk about that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's something that we're going to look forward to. Meanwhile, let's greet our viewers. Take it away. Ano nangyari to?
Guys, uy, wait. Wait,
Meron yata nag-play sa background. Meron ba yung
Wait
konting
lang.
delay
no, kasi yung net ko is trippy. So, again, I apologize for mga technical difficulties. Medyo tinawagan ko na kanina pero I'll try to fix this week. So, hello to JD Vargas, kay Mahar, na may pa-contest. Later pala, on the end of this live video, we will be announcing na the winner of that contest. Si Michaela, hello. Si Mitch, si Daisy, si Raquel, hello. Julie Ann, Angeline, Sheila, Myra, si Ai, Ruby, Jonalisa, Len, Egay, si Annalyn, and itong isa, watching from QC. So, hello sa inyo guys. Thank you for tuning in. First of all, we want you guys to share this video on your timelines and profiles so that a lot of us will benefit from the information that Mr. Marv De Leon will be sharing to us about, doing taxes just within the comfort of our own homes. So, kung si Mr. Marv De Leon is not an accountant, ako naman is a professional accountant. However, I don't practice my profession na. So, I am excited to learn more about the how to use the Taxumo, especially because I've been like inuutosan ko yung mama ko minsan na isabay yung pagbayad ko.
Okay.
Because she's doing it manually. So, ayun, nakikisakay lang ako. So
Yeah.
once again, hello to everyone and keep sharing so more people will see this video. Ayun.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah, at least
very
meron
nice.
tayong isang accountant to help us din. Kung hindi ko masagot
Oh, yeah.
yung mga
Yeah.
questions.
So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We got a representative of Taxumo and somebody who is also a freelancer. And we also have our resident accountant here para pwede kayong magtanong kung ano ang 1 plus 2. So that is good. So keep on asking questions. Whatever questions you have about taxes and whatever our topics for today or anything else, pwede nyong isingit ang ibang questions ninyo kung gusto ninyo because these two are still freelancers after all. But we will try to answer them. We will try to address them as much as we can. So go and ask questions. Now, before we go there, Marvin, so how is Taxumo now from the time that we interviewed you before? I think that was last year, right?
I'm not sure kung kailan tayo I think mga 1 to 2 years na medyo
Uh-huh.
matagal-tagal na, but
It's been a while.
so I just joined Taksumo late last year. So I'm still fairly new with the company, but Taksumo has been in existence for more than 3 years. And since I'm friends with Ginger, since they started, familiar na ako sa Taksumo, and I've seen how the company has grown from a few hundred users to thousands of users now. So, and we're still, marami pang pwedeng itap na communities like Flip and even different sectors of society. Since Taksumo is basically a service for professionals up to sole props. For now, we're not yet capable of handling corporations, pero yung talagang individuals, meaning sole proprietors or freelancers or professionals. So, and yeah, as I said, I think there's still a lot, marami pa lang kaming kailangan gawin to reach more people, for us to get for them to know na hindi na nila kailangan mag-spend ng hours going to their to the BAR or to the banks to pay their taxes, especially with the traffic here in Manila. Especially if you're a freelancer, parang you'll be wasting maybe your whole day just to pay your taxes. Whereas if you're a Taksumo user, you can literally spend just 10 minutes and you're done. So napakalaking value proposition talaga for freelancers, so that they can focus more on their business and in servicing their clients and finding more clients.
All right, eto na, nagsidatingan na ang mga questions. Thank you very much, Mar, for introducing Taksumo to us and reminding us that meron nga ganitong entity that exists that will make our lives easier, especially as freelancers na nasanay na tayo na nakaupo na lang sa bahay at ayaw na natin sa traffic, ayaw na nating makimingle sa mga people in places, especially yung mga nasa BIR na nagpa-power tripping, ayaw nating makiusap sa kanila. Like me, I sometimes swear in BIR pag minsan dahil that is ridiculous, nagaganon na lang ako. So to avoid that, para wala ring parang walang sama ng loob, para hindi mo masasaktan ang what do you call this, ang mga tao sa BIR, at hindi ka rin mamroblema at hindi ka mangungonsumisyon sa kabibilang ng mga numero dyan, kapipirma ng kung ano-ano dyan. I really hate signing papers, you know that? We are at this age where technology is supposed to be abundant. Pinapapirma pa rin tayo ng ilang numero ng mga pahina ng mga taxes na yan. Dyan ako napapamura. And thank you very much. Yeah, so thank you very much, Taksumo. You see, ladies and gentlemen, there's always an advantage to using Taksumo. But before we proceed to the questions, keep on asking questions, ladies and gentlemen. But before I address those, gusto kong, if I'm going to ask some questions that come from me, I'll try to make it non-biased. Kasi you are promoting a product, right? You are promoting Taksumo. So how about this? I'm going to ask you something that helps the people understand why they should be paying taxes by asking you why are Filipinos reluctant why are many Filipinos reluctant on paying taxes?
Okay, that's a good question. I think we all know with mass media, we see in the news every day, newspapers and TV, that ano naman, 'di ba, yung parang I think everyone will agree that there's some yung issue na corruption, na they're afraid that their money will go to waste or magamit sa masamang paraan. I think yan, to be very honest, yun yung main reason that why Filipinos are reluctant to pay taxes. But I think at the same time, yung mga ganong cases, I would probably say, sabihin natin, hindi naman ganong kasama talaga. Unlike other countries na talagang, you know that yung maybe napapunta pa sa masama yung taxes. But we see naman that our economies has been improving, and we see that napupunta sa mga infrastructure, and hindi naman siguro 100% mapupunta yung binabayad na taxes natin sa corruption or kasamaan. So there's still may good pa rin na napupunta yung ating binabayad sa government. So siguro ganun lang ako personally, ganun lang inisip ko na at least I'm still contributing to the betterment of my country.
I like that. I like that reason. It's why, yun nga, yung nasabi mo na natatakot tayo na na pumunta sa iba yung pera natin. Well, ang nakikita ko sa masa, the fact that we take away money from our hard-earned sahod natin, dadalhin natin sa and we do not see any results of what we are giving. Pag minsan kasi iniisip natin na pumupunta lang as sweldo ng mga politicians. We do not really see much improvements. We do not see where our money is going to. Now, as an accountant, as a former accountant, Noe, do you encourage people to pay taxes, and how?
Do I encourage people to pay taxes?
And how?
Yes. Definitely, because ang gaya nga ng sabi ni Mr. Marv, this is our duty as citizens of the Philippines to, like, because this has been a democratic country, and the price of us being democratic would be us helping build the government that was built for us and was built by us. So kasi kailangan ng gobyerno natin ng kumbaga fuel to go about their agenda, to go about the different platforms that they promised, to go about the improvement of the life of the Filipinos. Pero gaya nga ng if you all are very active in the realm of politics, there are a lot of factors to consider. Not only that, hindi lang siya sweldo mismo ng mga government officials. There are budgets na allocate to different important mga aspects kumbaga ng life natin. So there are yung mga, for example, sa Taal volcano na incident, there is a budget na allocated specifically for emergencies like that. So if we do not do our part to contribute, it would hindi mas lalo tayong lalala kumbaga. So yun ang kumbaga nationalistic aspect nung paying taxes. Now, why would you pay? If you're looking for a reason to pay for your taxes personally, why would I take a chunk of my earnings, to give to the government? Wala naman akong benepisyong nakukuha sa kanila. So the main point, the main reason why I pay taxes is because I want to solidify my citizenship in my country. Meaning, gusto ko na kapag may kailangan ako na kailangan ng suporta ng gobyerno ko, for example, gusto ko lang lumabas ng country, I have to provide a document, that will testify that I contributed to my country and that I have the means to go out of the country and go back sa Philippines. So that's why I'm paying personally. Pero yun nga, kung gusto niyo nung nationalistic reason why, that's the first reason I mentioned.
I like that. Mabuti na lang nasabi mo na ng ganyan, and you're being nice about it. I like that you gave the perspective of a nationalistic person and as a person yourself. I love that. So tell us, ladies and gentlemen, what is your reason for paying your taxes? Ako yung para may karapatan akong mag-complain. I am a tax-paying citizen. I mean,
yes,
it's so difficult to. It's quite, what do you call this? It's quite hypocritic to complain and talk bad about the things that is happening in our nation if you are not a tax paying person. Because as a tax paying person, you are legitimately a citizen of the Philippines. So you kind of got the rights to say I am a tax-paying person. Yung sahod mo galing sa amin, so you better respect me. I mean, that's what I do in BIR at least. But at
That's,
least that's why,
I,
that's why here's Taksumo para ma-alleviate ako sa pain na ganyan. Yes,
exactly.
Marv.
You don't need to face, you don't need to go to the office. It's very transparent. Just use the system and diretso na sa, wala ka nang kakausapin na tao. But I'd like to add as well, so we're talking about yung nationalistic benefit, no, of paying taxes. Personally naman, and as freelance business owners, if so, I'm sure a number of your members are servicing foreign clients. So if for some of those who have local clients, you can get bigger accounts, bigger clients if you're registered, if you're paying your taxes. Kasi once you register, you'll have that official receipt. So if you're going after, let's say, social media for corporations, SMEs, then they will most likely ask for an official receipt. Kung wala kayong OR, then you most likely won't secure that client. So ayun nga, especially if you're going after mga large corporations. So that's a benefit in terms of personally as a business owner. If you're a traveler naman, if you mahilig kayo yung mga piece of fare, freelancers tayo, wala tayong ITR. So if you're registered and you're paying your taxes, you're filing your taxes, you will also get that ITR. So hindi ka na mahirapan kumuha ng visa sa mga countries that require visa. Another benefit is yung sa loans. So when you're applying for loans or credit card, ano bang isa sa mga number one requirements? Ganun din, ITR. So yun yung mga benefits for us freelancers if we are registered. Bigger clients, and then yung sa mga visa applications and loan applications.
Yes, that's correct. Ano pa nga, maraming mga agencies or companies, they will refuse service with you if you don't pay taxes. If you don't have evidence of paying taxes, like
Yes.
opening a bank account, you need your TIN number, or
Yes,
even if you offer services to some government-funded organizations, like when I was a photographer, they hired me. Some people hired me, and they asked me for my receipt. Like,
Yun.
okay, they need receipt. So in order to have a receipt, you need to be paying your taxes because that has to be honored by BIR. Hindi lang yung basta ketchup-borecheng receipt lang. So yeah, there are plenty of pros, and as many people have said here in the comment section, yan, katulad sabi ni JD, kasi mag-out of the country ka, need po yung tax. And then Jane here says, in as much as I hate taxes, I want to be a law-abiding citizen. Yeah, we all feel the same. We pay because it's an obligation, said Josefina. Then Cecil says, we have to pay our taxes correctly, otherwise be ready for penalties, interest, and corruption. There you go. Ito ang gusto kong ma-address kasi if you neglect your taxes, you will suffer a lot once na nasilip ka ni BIR. You will be penalized thousands and thousands and thousands of pesos. Otherwise, you'll be put to jail even. Then you will be publicized. Isasalpak nila ang mukha mo sa dyaryo. If you want that, then go ahead and take the risk. But if not, you should really be paying your taxes as a citizen of the Philippines. Now, on to the questions. May agad-agad may may nagtanong sandali where is that? Where's the first one? Okay, there. Hi po Sir Marv, I'm planning po kasi to pay taxes for this year and medyo malayo kami sa city. Meron naman pong BIR dito sa municipality pero minsan walang tao sa office nila. Pwede po kaya sa Taksumo ako mag-apply or mag-register? First time po if ever.
Okay. Well, thank you for your question, Julie Ann. So it seems that, well, first of all, you would need to register. So I would like to ask if you're based where. The reason I'm asking kasi if you're not yet registered, and we have a business registration service uh, where you just submit all the requirements and kami bahala na pumunta sa inyong BIR office to register for you. But the service is for now sa Metro Manila pa lang kasi ano yan, it's also very ano yan hindi siya very offline so we'll have somebody go physically to your RDO to register you as let's say a freelancer. But let's say registered ka na, that's when you can use Taxumo to file and pay your taxes. So kung registered ka na, you will get what they call a certificate of registration from the BIR, yung proof na registered ka, and then nakalagay doon yung mga type of taxes that you'll pay. And then once you register with Taxumo, you just need to enter the details when you create your account. And then since our service, we're a subscription service na parang Netflix. So it ranges from 888 per month, 108 that's for the professional or freelancer plan. There's also micro business, yung 1888 per month, or 2888 per month for yung small businesses. But I think you fall under freelancer, so that's 888 per month. So yeah, once you've created your company profile and you've subscribed to Taxumo, Taxumo will prompt you which taxes to pay. It's makita mo yan sa screen. Well, first you need to just type in your mga income mo and expenses. And then what Taxumo will do, it will automatically compute for the taxes that you need to pay and what type of taxes. So very intuitive talaga. I-compare mo yan ngayon, if wala yung Taxumo, you will need to fill out forms. Siguro 2 to 3 pages. So parang si Phoenix, ayaw niya magpirma-pirma, di ba? So apart from pirma, kailangan mo pa isulat yon sa form. So imagine, in this day and age, kailangan mo pa isulat sa form, pirmahan, and then dalhin sa authorized bank or sa BIR. But with Taxumo, you just type yung income expenses mo, and then depende kung anong period yon, i-compute yung tax, and then sasabihin sa inyo kung ano yung i-file. And that's why before I joined Taxumo as a Taxumo user, hindi ko alam kung ano yung mga I mean, after ko na nalaman, ito pala yung binabayad ko na tax kasi automatic nga ito yung lalabas na ito yung percentage tax mo, you need to file this. So it's very user friendly. After ko na lang when I joined Taxumo, ito pala yung 1701Q per income tax, ito pala yung 2551Q percentage tax. So yeah, but the first step for freelancers na hindi pa registered, you need to register first with the BIR. Yeah, if you're not within Metro Manila, you can go to yung nearest revenue district office o yan yung BIR branch nearest you. Kung saan nyo gusto i-register yourself as a business. Let's say tiga Makati ka, and then gusto mo yung naka-register ka sa Taguig ka mag-register. So it really depends on your situation. So does that answer your question, Julian? Are you based in Manila?
Very nice, very nice. Thank you very much, Marv.
Nag-reply na siya, sir. Dito siya sa Bohol daw.
Bohol, okay. So, unfortunately, hindi pa kami umabot dyan, but very soon. So, I would suggest you visit your BIR office there, mag-register kayo, and then after you get your certificate of registration, you can sign up with Taxumo. I can share a link later para makita nyo ano yung mga requirements for BIR registration. Pero yun nga, as of now, pang Metro Manila yung service namin.
But magre-reach out sila, so don't worry because Taxuma is growing. Here's another
Yes.
question from Editha. Good afternoon from government employee to freelancer. What BIR form to fill up to change this status?
Government employee to BI form. So for
To
this
freelancer
one,
though.
yeah, for this one, kailangan natin magpa-change. It really depends. Government employee to freelancer, what form to change status. Okay. It depends, ano. So if lilipat ka, let's say your office, kung hindi ka kakilib, let's say your office is in Makati, tapos yung home address mo, which you will turn into your business address, is in Makati, wala naman talagang, hindi mo kailangan pa-transfer. Pero if you are magkaiba yung employee office mo and then magpapa-register ka sa ibang city, then kailangan mo yung parang transfer, RDO transfer. And that's apart from the application form if you're if you will just register. And again,
Very good.
let me share that link as well while you're taking in the questions. I'll just go to the link and share sa ano.
Oh yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Meanwhile, habang Marv is sharing his links and stuff, because we talked about why are we not paying taxes, but why should we pay taxes and the services of Taxumo. We will proceed to more questions and answers later on, but let's remind you guys that we got some things that we also want to tell you about. Take it away, Noe.
Yes, hello. Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So, eto yung mga announcements natin for today. Gaya nga ng sabi ko kanina, this will be the time na i-announce natin yung pa-contest ni Mahar sa Flip Group. If you have seen and participated in this contest, kung saan ang premyo ay isang noise cancelling headset, kung sino yung nakahula ng last 3 digits will win the noise cancelling headset. So, sino nga ba? Malalaman natin sa next slide. Ito na siya, drum rolls. Ayan, si Miss Tepay Ferrer. Congratulations for winning. Saktong-sakto yung hula niya, 539. 539 yung last 3 digits ng
Oh wow.
total amount ng pag-grocery ni Miss Mahar. So congratulations again, Miss Tepay. If
Very
for just message our page for the instructions on how to claim it. So, ayun, congrats. And meron pa tayong mga pa-contest in the next coming days to come. Kaya be active inside our group and abang-abang lang kayo sa post ni Miss Mahar. So, we will be giving away more prizes and more contests for you guys to join and win. This Wednesday naman, we will be with Miss Kratil Edar. Ang hirap ng pangalan niya. Pero ang journey niya is very understandable. It's how to be a freelancer when you are also a full-time teacher. Actually, may kilala din akong isa na full-time teacher na nag-freelance. So, it's definitely doable. If you are interested to tune into Miss Kratil's story, just join us live this Wednesday, January 22, 2020 at 6 p.m. So, for those of you who are very interested to join our VA Bootcamp course, just go to www.vabootcamp.ph/enroll and you will see a video na pwede nyong panoorin kung saan i-introduce namin sa inyo kung sino yung mga nag-succeed because of the VA Bootcamp. So, isa na ako doon pero wala ako sa video. So, ayun. If you haven't joined the Flip community yet, I highly encourage you to do so. Kasi nga, not only contests yung ipopost ni Ms. Mahar, meron din very helpful articles and posts that will jumpstart your career if you want to go from being a full-time employee offline to online freelance. So join ka na sa freelancers in the Philippines. If you haven't joined our free VA course yet, just go to freevacourse.com. Isa siyang 5-day course kung saan magbibigay kami ng information, helpful tips, and advices kung ano yung mga skills na in demand and kung paano nyo makikita yung first ever online client ninyo. And for those of you who are moms na nagtatrabaho online or looking to work from home, just you can go visit our Facebook group din for Pinay Work at Home Moms. Just go to Pinay WAMs na Facebook group. So, ayun, makaka-communicate mo ang mga moms na mga hustlers din. Kagaya nyo. So, ayun. Yun yung announcements natin for today.
Ay, tapos na. Anyway, caught in the act. Clover, sponsor, para makapagbayad ako
Sponsor
ng
pala yan,
taxes.
Parang last time, kumakain ka rin yan.
Pero pagagalitan ako pag hindi ko ilalabas to. Thank you, Leslie. So, ganun. Thank you very much for that.
Before I forget pala, no? We will be, gaya nga ng sabi ni Phoenix earlier in the live video, we will be organizing contribution to the Taal volcano, mga naapektuhan ng malala sa pagsabog ng Taal volcano. And if you want to contribute and help, no, just wait for the post na ipopost ni Mahar in the next days to come. And also sa February, meron tayong possible meetup ng mga singles and ready to mingle. So may post na about dyan si Mark. So, ayun.
Hindi ka pwede dyan.
I-search niyo lang mga singles and ready to mingle para preparation sa Valentine's.
Hindi na ako makaka-uwi sa bahay kung sumali ako dyan. Wala
Pareho
bang
kayo ng tema.
pang couples?
Oo nga.
Mahar pang couples daw.
Maybe sa next. Oo nga, dapat kasi yeah, even Anna wants to niche down to moms. Gusto niya focus sa mga moms. So there should be like a gathering for couples din naman.
Yeah, diba?
Yeah, they're living a different life from single people. Itong si Noe pag magsalita kayong mga singles and ready to mingle, kayo. Well, that's very, very nice of you, Mahar. Thank you very much for creating so different stuff na para ma-enjoy natin ang community natin. All right, let's go back to the questions. May comment dito si Ruby that attracted me. She said, "Hello po, sa akin reluctant ang mga Pinoy magbayad ng taxes kasi hindi sila aware. Lalo na yung mga blue collar na tulad ng mga construction worker or tindera sa tindahan, hindi po nila alam. Kaya nagkakagulatan noon nung diniscuss ng government yung tungkol sa VAT. Pero sa company ka or public ka, aware ka kasi nababawasan yung sweldo mo." I think this is very, very true. Although
Tama.
sa tindahan sisitahin ka na talaga kapag pag makikita nila yung tindahan mo, sisitahin ka na nila agad kapag makita nilang you don't show any indication that you are paying taxes. But it's true, maraming mga mga freelancers in the outside, hindi online, offline, mga freelancers offline, some of them are really not aware na meron tayong responsibilidad. So yes, thank you very much for pointing that out, Ruby.
That's very true. Just to add to what you said, ako nga researching about taxes, napakahirap intindihin. If you go to the BIR website, paano mo kaya common tao, how can you allow them to understand yung it's not very friendly yung mga yung information doon. It's really typical, pasensya na, but typical government website na it needs some updating, upgrading, and even
it doesn't even help
making it
yung mga
user-friendly.
it doesn't even help yung mga nasa BIR office mismo. Kasi when you go there,
Exactly.
they act like Yes, you have to pay. You have to do this. Ganun ang attitude nila. Hindi yung pag
Yeah.
uupo ka doon. Since our education here in the Philippines doesn't involve paying taxes, we are just told to pay taxes. Pero yung exercise of actually going to the office and filling up the form for the very first time, those are the things that we are not educated at all. So
Yeah.
please, Dex, do something about it. Dex, DepEd, do something about that because our country is suffering. The children are suffering because of this lack of education. And yun nga, ako mismo nagulat ako from the very first time because I come to the office thinking, okay, I'm going to start to, do my dues and pay taxes. And ang feeling ko, syempre nakakaltasan ang pera ko. Therefore, parang akala ko naman yung katulad ng papasok ka sa restaurant, you will be treated nicely because you are going to buy their product, right? So
Yeah.
ang nasa isip ko is I thought I was a customer. So at least man lang sana a little smile, a greeting, or pag uupo ka medyo malambot ng konti ang pananalita nila. Hindi talagang, eto, ba't hindi ka nagbabayad ng taxes? Eto, you file that. Yung ganun, pag ganun sila mag-feel. That's really a very big criticism to these offices, especially nga that they are representing the government. So it is kind of painful, and I sympathize to everybody who feel down dahil sa yun nga, mahirap talagang pagpapasok ka sa BIR office, parang ikaw pa itong may utang yung ikaw na nga
Oo
itong
nga,
magbibigay ng
ikaw na.
pera,
Yeah.
parang ikaw pa itong may utang.
Yeah.
Kaya
And you're paying hindi lang naman barya, I mean thousands of pesos.
yes,
Man lang,
yes.
di ba? Give us
So
some courtesy.
it is too much. Yeah, a little courtesy would not damage them at all. Yun nga ang ano So thank you very much, Taksumo, for existing. Kasi yun nga, to avoid this, parang kayo na lang itong shock absorber, kumbaga. So it is nice just to avoid personal grudges to the government. At least nandyan kayo para medyo magaan-gaan ng konti yung paghugot ng pera sa bulsa.
Yes,
So
yes.
thank you very much for that. Here's a question from Editha. What a very simple question, but I really, really want you to answer
Really
this.
deep.
Okay, try to answer this as briefly as you can, Mark.
Sure.
Ano po ba ang mga taxes ng isang freelancer?
Okay, and help me as well, Noe, correct me if mali yung
Yes.
sabihin ko. But, well, first of all, it really depends on how yung sinabi ko kanina, yung when you register. So, will you register as a freelancer or will you, kasi meron din freelancer na register na may agency siya, tapos may mga tao na siya, they register as sole prop. So, let's say you register as a freelancer, there are different types of taxes. So, sabihin ko lang yung pinakasimple. After the train law was passed, na-introduce yung 8%. So, maybe you've heard of, people have heard of that. Ito yung 8% flat rate. This specifically for individuals, meaning professionals, or when I say professionals, ito yung freelancers or sole proprietors who earn below 3 million annually, and they can avail of this 8% income tax. So it's very straightforward. Just multiply 8% tapos sa iyong gross income, and yun na yung file mo. Meron kasi isa pang kind of tax. Ito yung percentage tax. So before the train law, yung wala pa yung 8%, yung tax type na tinatawag yung graduated income tax. So what that basically means, yung income tax mo, hindi siya straightforward na kino-compute mo na times 8%. So it's based on a table from BIR. So if you fall under this, ito yung percentage sa tax na babayaran mo, ito yung amount. So may computation. So apart from that, so yun yung income tax mo, meron ka ring percentage tax. Yung percentage tax naman, that's a separate na tax na babayaran mo. That's 3% naman of your sales. So yun nga, at least in fairness naman to the BIR, after the train law, mas pinadali na sa ating freelancers. Yun nga, you can opt to choose that 8%. mas madali. Pero meron pa yan, ayun nga, pinasimplify ko meron pang ibang other taxes. Let's say, yung VAT, if you are above 3 million na ang kinikita annually, then kailangan mo na mag-file din ng VAT. Tapos meron din yung withholding tax. If you are, let's say, if you are paying somebody, let's say a supplier, ikaw naman nagwi-withhold ng tax. Meaning ikaw nagbabayad ng tax for that person. So, but ayoko na guluhin. If you're a freelancer, I would suggest na you opt for that, yung 8% flat rate. Kasi nga, mas 8% lang siya. And then, quarterly lang rin ang pagbayad. Hindi siya monthly. So, yun yung mas pinadali ni BIR after train. So, am I correct, Noe?
Yes. Especially sa part that the taxes are very complicated. You know, you pay a lot of taxes even when you see it seems like you're not paying. Especially when you're buying, you're already paying. Kasi yung sabi nga ni Sir Marv na i-withhold nung supplier or nung seller yung tax, and the supplier and the seller will pay the BIR for it. So ayun, very complicated, but yes, I agree to stick with the 8% in opt yung i-opt in mo yung 8% unless nga you are earning more than 3 million kasi you will be required to pay for the VAT.
Yeah. I will also share, we have articles sa Taxumo blog about 8%. So you can, if you're interested, you can learn more. I'll share again yung later yung link. Just to add pala, I forgot, yung under, di ba, the two types, 8% or graduated. Sa graduated, you also, kinoconsider rin yung mga expenses mo. Let's say you're a freelancer, so nagbabayad ka ng ilaw, nagbabayad ka ng rent, let's say may office ka. So if you're the type of freelancer na maraming expenses, merong pros and cons yung 8% ng graduated. That's why hindi naman tinanggal yung graduated. With graduated, pwede mo ibawas sa gross na income mo yung expenses mo. Na if marami kang expenses, pwedeng maging to the point na mag-match na yung income mo and expenses, zero na yung tax mo. Pero kung freelancer ka, tapos, nga, hindi naman ganun karaming expenses mo. Kaya if you notice yung mga ibang tao, di ba, yung pahingin namang resibo ng gas. Kasi nga, yung pangbawas yun ng binabayad sa tax. Pero yun, kung ayaw mo nang, kasi i-encode mo rin yun or isasubmit mo rin yun, lalagay mo yun sa books. Kung ayaw mo ng hassle na yun, tapos hindi naman ganun karami yung expenses mo, then dun ka na sa 8%. Very straightforward, just times 8% of your gross.
Yes. Tapos, in addition lang, no, you can't add expenses for the sake of paying lower taxes kasi
Correct.
there are allowable and not allowable expenses sa BIR. So, ayun, makikita din nila yan eh. So, if you're adding expenses for the sake of paying lower taxes, that's an offense, kumbaga.
Yeah, as long as you can justify, let's say, yun nga, freelancer ka, syempre, bumili ka ng laptop, so it is a business expense or yung ilaw, internet. Pero kung hindi related, let's say, clover chips. Sorry. Hindi, pwede yung meals. But, basta yung if it's related to conducting your business, then expense that you incur because you're conducting your business, then you can justify. As long as you can justify. Pero yeah, tama si Noe.
I strongly recommend that people would get in touch with an accountant because they know all of those. They have memorized all of those. At least man lang sana sa simula. When you're starting to compute what should you pay, how should you pay, malaki ang knowledge ng accountants. Yun ang silbi ng mga accountants. They are supposed to compute your numbers. And so I strongly recommend that you find somebody, an accountant. Hindi naman sila they're not going to charge you that much.
Yeah.
Hindi nila kakainin ang 50% ng iyong income. Don't worry about that.
Correct.
The fact that they will Go ahead,
Ay,
Marv.
sorry to cut you off.
No,
Uh,
it's okay.
it's a good thing you mentioned that kasi we also have our accredited accountants. Ito talaga
There you
yung
go.
our accredited accountants who you can consult. It's just 1,000 pesos for 45 minutes. But kung wala kayong kilalang accountant, it's all done online through Zoom, through a Zoom call like this or parang ganito. I'll also share the link or just go to taksumo.com and there's yung sa menu, yung consult. And then you can schedule a online consultation with our accountant. So, kung wala kayong kalala, you don't need to go again, lumabas ng pumunta sa
Yeah.
coffee shop para makapag-meet sa accountant. Very straightforward. Ipunin nyo na lahat ng questions nyo. I'm sure, tayo nga, wala pa tayong 1 hour, ang dami natin na pag-usapan eh. So,
Yeah.
that's, I think, kung talagang that's price is reasonable, if talagang malaking, if you have a big problem when it comes to your taxes. So we have experts din naman that we can vouch for and they're accredited by Taksumo. So just go to taksumo.com and look for that consult page.
The good thing about consultation in this way, ladies and gentlemen, is whatever they give you, whatever answers they give you, it is an answer that you will use for your lifetime. Hindi lang ito yung gagamitin mo ngayon and then tomorrow it's going to be a different answer. No. Every question that you give about taxes is about taxes. So, lahat ng mga answers nila, it's permanent unless the government changes the system, then that's when you have to be aware. But by the time, ano ka na, alam mo na ang ginagawa mo. So nobody would need to, you don't need to be reminded because you already know what you will be doing at that time. But as for now, na medyo hindi pa nga tayo masyadong educated with regards to doing our dues as citizens, then go ahead and ask them questions and get some consultation. 1,000 is very small in comparison to the trouble that you might have to deal with. Yeah, yan ang iniiwasan natin ay yung mga penalties, hindi yung babayaran pa lang natin, yung multa ang iniiwasan natin. There's another question here that I really like. Kasi it's so innocent. I love it. Ruby says, hello po, kung newbie ka, ilan ang earnings mo dapat para mag-isip ka na need mo na magbayad ng tax? Pag kumita po ba ng $5, ay kailangan na? Thank you po. I like that because it also... it also relates to Michaela's question. Question lang po, example, kung kinikita ko pa ba ay nasa 25K a month, kailangan ko na po ba na magbayad ng tax as self-employed? Ano po ba ang mga categories? Yes, I like these questions. So, what about it, Marv?
Yeah. Well, according to I think the tax code, no, basta you're earning income here in the Philippines, you have to file your taxes. So in terms of yung babayaran na tax, so after the train law, meron na yung deduction na 250K. So before the train law, if kung employee ka, naalala mo, they ask you yung mga kung married ka, how many children, if you have 2 children, parang may deduction na I think 25,000 per person. So parang beneficial sa may pamilya, but after the train law, yung 250K na deduction a year applies to all everyone, kahit single, yung mga single and ready to mingle, yung pinag-usapan natin kanina. So that means if your gross income is below 250K, wala kang income tax. But however, if you need to file pa rin. So, yung filing is different from paying taxes. So, wala kang tax na babayaran but you still need to file. Parang zero filing ang tawag. So, as long as you're earning income here in the Philippines, kailangan natin mag-file.
I love that. That is the simplest answer. Regardless of how much you are earning, you still have to pay taxes. Konsensya mo na yan kung ayaw mo pa rin magbigay hanggat sa makakaabot ka siguro ng 30 or 25K, 18K, 8K. It doesn't really matter. it is our responsibility, so we should pay taxes. Pero kung kontra sa loob mo, para sa akin, sige lang, until ready ka, basta make sure that you will grow para hindi masyadong masakit sa loob mo. So you have to keep on pushing, keep on trudging, and do freelancing stuff. Keep on working. Maghanap ka ng mga ganyan. Be smart about it. And then you can start paying your taxes if yun ang nasa loob mo. We are not forcing you to, although it is really your responsibility, but we are not forcing you to. We encourage you to keep on earning more para ano. Kasi there will come a time when you will have to consider paying taxes after all. Kasi marami nga tayong hindi magagawa if we are not paying taxes, like, traveling, or bank accounts. Yun nga, something as simple as that, you are required to pay taxes. So, nasa sa inyo rin yan.
And I think this conversation is very good kasi again we're not from the BIR, hindi namin kayo pino-force na magbayad ng tax, but we're giving information, and based on the information that you get here, kayo magde-decide whether, di ba, to file or not, to register or not. So, but if you decide to register, we're here to support and answer your questions.
Yes, we encourage you, pero we are not forcing you to do so. Baka ang hirap magsalita dito ng ganito kasi the government might say, why are you doing that? Why are you encouraging people not to pay taxes? No, we are not discouraging you to pay taxes. Hindi yun, that's not the point. But reality is marami pa rin sa atin itong hindi nagbabayad ng taxes, and we are not judging you for that. Okay? Just because you're not paying taxes doesn't mean that we are not going to treat you as people. You're still, but we do encourage you na sige lang magtrabaho ka ng maigi, and then you earn more. By the time luluwag din ang loob mo na na magbabayad ng taxes. So don't worry about that. We are not here to judge.
Yeah. And I think it's especially hard for us freelancers, especially those coming from employee, kasi wala tayong iniisip as employee kasi employers natin nagde-deduct na automatically. We just get the form at the end of the year na pinipirmahan, but yung challenge nga to freelancers na pag nag-jump na from employment tapos freelancer na, parang we need to do everything, and unfortunately yun nga hindi easy yung information na nakuha natin from the government. So, and that's why we're trying to address that and fill that gap na kung ano may kulang na information that's not there.
Hello, EJ.
Hi everyone. Sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got EJ here. EJ, how about you say hi to everyone?
Hi everyone. Good afternoon. I'm pretty confident naman that Mark's there, so you're in very good hands.
Yes. Ang daming nagtatanong dito. Actually, ang daming mga tanong hindi pa namin na-address. And we're trying to cover as much as possible. Buti lang nandito si Marv. Thank you very much, Marv and EJ, for coming. Here are some more questions. May isa dito na that stood out. Na sabi ni Josefina, pwede ba mag-file pero hindi i-declare yung real earnings? I mean, would anyone from BIR know that? At lahat ba talaga nag-file ng tama? I love this question.
Good question. Tama-tama yung pasok ni EJ.
Sige. Recorded to, di ba? Tama ba? Recorded to.
We are live.
Live. Oh no. Okay. So ang sagot dyan officially is dapat i-declare yung buong income. Okay? Ngayon kung meron ibang gumagawa niya na, hindi buo, wala tayo magagawa. Siguro the interesting question there would be, would anyone from the BIR know? The BIR actually has, recently, they started a data analytics division, which they're very proud of, no? So there are ways of finding out, kasi basically binabangga nila yung data. So for example, let's say you have a client here na nagwi-withhold. Just an example. Pag nagwi-withhold, they have to declare kung sino yung withholdan nila, ano yung tin ng taong yon, how much, etc. So dun pa lang meron na silang record kung magkano yung kinita mo. And to be honest with you, not to scare anyone, there are people na bigla na lang sila nakakuha na may open case sila. Kasi that's the BIR, they're starting to really beef up their data analytics division. So in fairness, di ba, BIR. Sabi ko BPI, I'm sorry, BIR.
BIR,
And then,
BIR.
yun. At lahat ba talagang nagpa-file ng tama? Honestly, I don't think everyone really files, to be honest with you, I don't think everyone really files everything. But, just to save you the hassle and the headache, I would recommend the easiest way is to just, file correctly. Because, pag kunyari, let's say yun nga, nag-file ka ng something and in-under-declare mo, and then later on, binangga nila with some other data source and nakita nila na meron ka palang pending, penalty agad yun. So at the minimum, even if it's just 1 peso, at the minimum, the penalty is gonna be 1,000. Yun lang.
1,000.
There's it's nothing's really stopping you at the end of the day. Like or EBR forms or whatever it is you're using will not like prevent you from filing. But yun nga, there is that risk that pag nahuli kayo, then honestly the penalties aren't worth it, to be honest. So that's from my point of view, yeah.
That is true kasi yun nga yung sabi niya, the penalty is 1,000 and that increases every month. Like pag pinalagpas mo pa. 1,000 for this month and then next, pag hindi ka sumugod sa BIR, that's gonna be another 1,000 next month. Tapos tinatamad ka katulad ko na gusto ko lang na nakakulong dito sa bahay, then that will be 1,000 every month. So yeah. Yan ang mahirap dyan. Again, we are not judging you. So very good question, Josefina, kasi this is something that is realistic. And like EJ said, hindi marami sa atin ang mga hindi talaga not filing properly, not we are trying to escape a lot of our responsibilities, and it's not just here in the Philippines, it's happening all over the world. And the Internal Revenue knows that. So they are combating that. So there is a fight between, the people who are doing things illegally and the people who are trying to combat illegal things. Naggaganyan yung mga yan. If you don't want to be caught in between, then gawin mo na lahat na lang ng responsibilidad mo. At least, mahuhugasan ng kamay mo. You can just easily say, I've paid my taxes, I've paid my dues, so I wash my hands. Yun ang kagandahan nun. Okay, so here's another question from, I think this can be connected to another question. So sabi ni Lizelle, hi po, registered last December 2019. I would like to ask po how to compute income if the client is from Upwork since nagva-vary po ang conversion ng dollar. Also, would like to ask po if service fee considered as expenses. And to follow that up, here's a question from JP. Stupid question lang po. JP, there's no such thing as a stupid question, and this is actually an intelligent question. What if I'm a part-time freelancer na hindi naman kumikita regularly? How will I know how much? So what is the most basic procedure of computing what should you pay, what should you tax, and what should you not?
Sige. For freelancers, the basic types that you'll have to submit in terms of taxes would be number 1, percentage tax. So that's straight up 3% of your gross sales. So yun lang, very easy to compute, which means if 0 yung kinita mo, 0 din yung babayad mo for percentage tax. But you do have to file. And the other one naman is income tax. Ang income tax naman, yun na yung may income minus, your expenses, and then yun na may computation na siya. If you're using the graduated income tax table, which is like, yun yung alam nating income tax na bawas nga yung expense, ganyan. The government did come up with a new income tax rate called the 8% flat income tax rate. So that's a lot easier. Basically, kung magkano yung gross sales mo, 8% of that, yun lang de-declare mo. So that's an easy way of computing it. The other question was if so the other question is how do you use conversion rates? Yes. So yung thank you. So yung conversion rates niya, it's you can use, for example, if there's at any point in time you converted it to pesos, then you can use the conversion rate at that point in time. If you otherwise, you can also use, let's say, go to xe.com, search nyo na sa Google, conversion rate at this date. Pwede nyo nang the BIR isn't that strict about ano yung tamang conversion rate. What's important is that you're declaring, and they do recognize na paiba-iba yan, no? So some companies actually, what they do is meron silang rate for the whole month na nag-iiba every month. So really, there's no hard and fast rule, but as long as you can back it up with, according to xe.com, ito yung rate, so ito yung ilalagay ko. It's an easy explanation, no? If they ask. Service fees for
fee.
Can they be considered as expenses? Yes, they can be considered as expenses. So, pwede nyo siyang ibawas from your income tax. Again, percentage tax is just 3%, so walang minus doon. Pero income tax, if you're using the graduated method, then yes, pwede mo ibawas yun. Yun.
Yeah. Baka lang malito sila kasi kanina inuna ko in-explain 8% versus graduated. So, anyway, yun. So, inuna lang ni-explain ni EJ yung graduated with the percentage tax. And then yung 8% na walang percentage tax. Nakamute kaya ta, Phoenix.
Wala. Pero eto may question
isa pa
din
yung
dito
question
na
ba?
Na eto si Miss Annalyn. Correct me if I'm wrong po, pero once you are registered and started paying taxes, you have to be consistent on doing these. Kasi pag once na hindi ka na-file, you will be penalized for non-filing.
Correct po kayo. So once you've registered, yan na. Ano na yan, dapat consistent. Tama kayo, consistent in filing and paying your taxes.
Mm-mm. Pero you don't have to worry, 'di ba? Pag for example, your earnings will seem erratic, 'di ba? Kasi as a freelancer, it's inevitable na this month you can earn this much and then next month bababa yan. So you don't have to worry about that because as long as again you can back it up with data, 'di ba? Na hindi ganun kadami yung or none at all. May month ka na wala kang earnings. You just have to file. You don't have to pay kasi pwede ka namang mag-file ng zero yung ibabayad mong tax
That's right. Tapos may just to add dun sa point ni Mar, tama si Marv, pero there's also one thing. Sorry, wait lang. Wait. I'll just answer. yes, you can have marshmallow. Okay. Sige guys, sorry. So meron kasi dito once you are registered. So actually, we've recently helped people na hindi pa sila registered but nagka-open case sila. Kasi nga nakita na meron silang income. I don't know how, probably because their clients were withholding or I don't know how, no?
Ooh.
Or something, tapos nakuha yung tin nila and stuff. So there is that. So be careful na lang with that kasi some people might think, sige, hindi na register para hindi na ako mahuli. Pero yun nga, just for your information, we did get people na hindi registered pero nahuli.
There you go. We still try to encourage you guys kasi kayo ladies and gentlemen. Tip ko lang kung ganito na na if you are taking interest on going to BIR and inquire about what you should do, go there in the morning para yung medyo kagigising pa lang nila, fresh pa sila at hindi pa sila masyadong grumpy. Go there a little early in the morning para medyo mabait-bait pa sila makiusap sa'yo. Otherwise, you can just contact anybody here who are paying taxes and these experts like EJ, Marv, and even Noe himself because he's an accountant. He's a former accountant. And just ask questions and they will share it with you. This is an information that everybody needs to know. Everybody here in the Philippines needs to know. Kaya we try to spread out word as much as we can. Guys, EJ and Marv, unfortunately, we are running out of time. Do you have any last words or advertisement to say to the people?
Okay. Yeah. Guys, thanks again for inviting us. Again, this is my second time here, so thanks for always inviting me and us as well. So wag kayong magsawa to invite us every time, like especially ito tax season. So Again, thank you. We have a special partnership with VA Bootcamp and Flip. So if you sign up with Taxumo, if with any of our subscription plans, you get a discount of 1,000 pesos. So just make sure when you sign up, use the code FLIP. So FLIP. If you go to taxumo.com, and if you're availing of any of our services na banggit ko kanina, yung registration or Taxumo Consult, make sure to also email me para we can extend yung discount sa inyo. Just email me at marv@taxumo.com. So that's it. Thank you guys for inviting us. EJ?
Siguro for me lang, don't be, people are praning when it comes to taxes. People become afraid automatically. Honestly, it's not, it's something you can actually do. Just spend a little bit of time and you'll actually, understand how it works. In fairness to the government, they have done efforts to make it accessible for people. So you can also so don't be afraid of doing it yourself. To help you, we do have a lot of resources on Taxumo to help you understand how taxes work. And if there's anything that you feel, ano ba yung ang gulo-gulo, may bagong regulation or something, feel free to reach out to us. Normally, that's a good way for us to understand ano ba yung kailangan nilang malaman, ano yung help that we can provide through, knowledge sharing that we can provide. So, feel free to reach out to us regarding that as well. Yun lang. And of course, thanks Noe, thanks Phoenix for having us again. And anytime you need help also, then we're more than happy to help naman.
Wow, thank you very much. And we're also glad to have you here because it really is good to remind the people, at least once in a while, to, tell them about their taxes. Kasi nakakalimutan natin yan. Usually we just go out and tell them to keep on working, keep on freelancing. Yan ang mga reminders namin. But I really like our topic for today, which is paying taxes. Ikaw, Noe, as a former accountant, ano ang panakot mo sa mga masa ngayon?
Well, hindi naman na need ipanakot pa. Hindi na sila need takutin pa, 'di ba? Kung makikita mo naman sa news every time, Manny Pacquiao wins, there's always something BIR going after, so it's really our duty to pay the taxes, and not only our duty but siguro it's for us din naman to pay the taxes and to be visible government wise para hindi tayo kumbaga tanggalan ng support ng government if ever we need the support that we are going to need in the future. So ayun.
I love it. Thank you very much. That's from our resident accountant, ladies and gentlemen. Now, people are asking for part 2. Sabi ni Annalyn here. Annalyn, so little time for a very interesting topic. What about part 2? I hope that you will receive word from us again, EJ and Marv. I hope that you two will be available again.
Sure.
Kasi pag-uusapan natin ito. I think many people still have many questions. And this is my tip for you guys is to ask questions. Because look, maraming mga tanong dito nasagot naman nila Marv and EJ and even Noe and me. But if it's not enough, then keep on asking questions. Then don't be afraid to ask questions. Katulad nung sinabing stupid question. No, that's actually a very, very intellectual question for your information. So don't be afraid. Dahil dyan tayo nagkakaroon ng enlightenment. Do not hesitate because we do encourage you guys to pay taxes. And my question din kanina about working around if we have to declare everything, and we are smiling here kasi yes, it happens here in the country and all over the world na maraming mga hindi nagde-declare. They've seen it all. Ito mga tatlong ito, Noe, EJ and Marv, they've seen them happen. So yeah, just talk and ask and do not be afraid. Kasi dito tayo nag-share ng information, and we have to be aware of what's happening right now. Especially itong bago ngang nangyari sa BIR, we have to be aware of that as freelancers. Marami sa atin itong busy na nagtatrabaho lang, yun na lang talaga ang nagagawa natin. So we cannot put a space for another information about BIR dahil sakit lang sa ulo yan. This is why they are here to help you guys. So go ahead and reach out to them. Talk
Can I
to
add
them.
something? Sorry, Phoenix.
Go ahead.
Baka you're not aware, we had late last year we had a webinar with Jason sa Flip. Na I'm not sure kung sa Flip or sa VA Bootcamp na group. So baka nandun pa yung recording of that video. They can watch that kasi that was, I think, an hour and a half or 2 hours na we also our basic tax 101 session, no? So they can watch that, but of course we can always come back kung gusto niyo nga ng part 2, but we would suggest for you to watch that para mas mas detailed talaga yon about taxes.
Oh yeah, definitely. Mahar, could you please look for that video and just put it here para mahanapan nila. There you go. So anything else, guys?
That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. So thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming with us and asking questions and commenting. Kayo mga nag-comment dyan, napansin namin ng mga comments ninyo. Don't worry, we recognize your comments and we thank you very, very, very much for expressing your opinions as well. And I hope that you keep on continuing on doing that. Meanwhile, we wait for you to come back on Wednesday at magsalo-salo tayo sa next interview ko. And if you enjoy FCC, please come and join us again next week. Thank you very much, Marv De Leon, EJ, and Noe.
Thank you.
And I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Yan. Wala nang technical difficulties.